All right, man, as y'all can see, they just dropped it off or whatever. I don't know when I'm gonna actually put it on, but yeah, so we got that Corsa Performance exhaust.
YouTube, man, what's going on with y'all today? As y'all can see, man, we are back today with another video. Man,
We about to put something good on this Scat today.
you hear me? But nah, as y'all can probably tell by the title of this video, what we finna do, I'm finna go ahead and put on this brand new Corsa Extreme Performance Exhaust System. It is a catback, so it should not take too long. All it is, making sure all your clamps and stuff right, taking out the old system, put in the new system, tighten everything down, and that's pretty much all this.
So I'm about to go ahead and turn the car around into the garage. So let's hear what it's talking about.
All right, man. So I went ahead and cracked everything open and got it laid all out. As you can see, packaging was really good. They took their time making sure everything was in here correctly. They got all these different like foam, what I call it, foam cushions. There you go. They got like these different foam cushions or whatever that's in there, and it takes shapes of the part. Anyways, back to this. So as I said, I got the black tips, and this is the Corsa Performance, the extreme version. They have two options. They got the option that's like the sport version, then they got the extreme. Obviously the sport version, you can tell by the name, it's not going to be as extreme as the other one. So this system is supposed to be a little bit louder and deeper or whatever. So they got all my pipes and stuff, all my leakage pipes and mid pipes and X pipes and whatever you want to call it. But this pipe right here, as you can see, is one over there as well. So this one has the valves inside. If you didn't know, I don't know if all models or all gears have it, but they come with active exhaust. So meaning, depending on what mode you're in, your exhaust will open or close. The valve in there will open or close depending on, like I said, what mode you're in. And if you're stepping on it, it will open up more and the sound will open up more. So if you're like sitting at a light and you're like idling, it's not going to be as loud. But if you hit on it, that's when it start opening up. Some people like it, some people don't. I really don't care. Anyways, point is, Corsa also has a version of this extreme exhaust where you can get it with the valve already in. Obviously, that's what I got. Or you can get a version where you have to use the valves from your car now. Then you have to cut them out, put them into the new system and all that. I didn't want to do all that, so I just got this. So yeah, with that being said though, the instructions, go ahead, read through it, man. If you're doing this by yourself, just take the time to quickly read through it or whatever. Like I said before, it's not hard. All it is taking out the old system, putting in the new system, making sure your clamps and everything is right, in the right position, the right angle. That's the main thing, so your exhaust system doesn't leak, and you'll be good to go. But just take your time with it, read through it. They also got the colored version on the website with the colored pictures and everything, so that's good as well. But yeah, man, whenever you jacking your car up, go ahead, jack your car up. I can't tell you how to jack your car up, but I am using this quick jack system, this hydraulic system. Man, I've been wanting that thing for a long time, I ain't gonna lie to you. So I finally got it. All right, so believe it or not, you really don't need that much. You just need a traditional ratchet, a 1/4 and a 3/8. You need some extensions. You need it said a 15 and a 13 millimeter
Then you also need a small little 8mm. It also was recommended to get some grommet pullers for when you take the hangers off. You gotta transfer that stuff over to the new exhaust system. You can use like the manual or the hand or whatever, but I also got a battery powered one as well. So it really ain't too much, and also some WD-40 will help get them grommets off a little bit easier or whatever, since it is rubber. Spray that up there a little bit and it'll come off pretty easy. Yeah, so I'm up in the car, obviously, but yeah, so we're working from this point back. That is the cat back system. So what I'll be doing is removing this and basically taking everything out in one piece. It's a few other screws and stuff, obviously, that I gotta take out. Then I'm gonna take this piece out. Then I'm gonna come in with the new X pipe and go from there. So I done went ahead and got them brackets off or whatever. Damn, right there. If y'all watch any of my other how-to videos, man, y'all know I like to go ahead and just put the screw back in there, put a nut wherever it came from. I just go ahead and put it back in there so I don't lose nut. Alright, so I just removed my plates or whatever that was right there, the little black bar that goes across. So now it says we got to remove the plug in this valve right here. We gotta remove that plug that's in the back side of here. There's one over there as well. Pull that up. Yeah, I already did it. On the other side, all you gotta do is push that tab in at the top. All right, we got the screws out for this hanger up there. And that was just 13 or whatever it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the 13. I went ahead and put some WD-40 up there, so when I do take it out, these will be easier to take off. In the instructions, it tell you to take it off while it's up there, like take this piece off from there. But I just think it's easier just to take this off. And also what I've seen from other people doing as well, it's easier and smarter just to take this off, because I mean, it's only just this right here. Now we finna move on to removing this one in the back. That screw is peeking right there. You gotta get your extension and your swivel. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this probably ain't the safest thing. But nah, I got the exhaust resting on my legs right here. I do got some jack stands back there. But anyways, so for this hanger right here, that's near the valve. So what I did to take it off, I unscrewed this, like I said earlier, the bolt that sits up there, and these sit on this ledge right here. So this hooks into here. That's how it stays up. So the problem is when you try to go take it off, this wire is connected for this actuator right here. The wire is connected to that. So pretty much, I've tried to take it off, and I didn't want to go back get some other tools for it. But anyways, so what I'll end up doing is just removing this grommet right here, being that it's down, so I can go ahead and pull that off. I did use my grommet tool, my grommet puller, and it came pretty much right off. So I'm just go ahead and do it to the other one. All right, now we gotta remove the clamps up here at the top of the car. So this is a 15mm deep socket, but surprisingly, I didn't have a deep socket 15. The set I have, it stops at a 14 for the deep sockets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an open-ended wrench, I'm gonna crack it loose. So we gotta remove both of those from the driver and the passenger side. Then everything should be loose. Then we can go ahead and knock it out.
All right, y'all can see I got it jacked up in the back, and this is pretty much loose up here, but I've seen where a lot of people been having to beat it out. So I got my rubber mallet and I'm just knock it right here, and it should loosen up some. As you can see, man, this thing dangling right now. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and wiggle this out. I got it loosened up there, but I'm just wiggle it out and let it drop, and we'll be good. All right, man. So after a little tugging and pulling, she finally dropped out there. So pretty much I had beat it out a little bit. And I came back around to the back and just pulled on my exhaust tips, and it finally came out and kind of wiggled it back and forth. But yeah, so after that, pretty much what we about to do now is lay out the whole platform for the new exhaust, and we're gonna transfer everything over, such as those actuators up there, them two. Then we're gonna transfer over this hanger and the other hanger as well. All right, man. So we're out with the old one. Now we finna go ahead and line this up or whatever and put it in piece by piece, and we'll be rolling here shortly. All right, so we got everything laid out. The main thing with this, making sure you have each pipe on the right side. If you look in your instruction manual, it tells you that you got the part numbers on everything, tell you what size driver, what size passenger. Should be kind of easy to figure out, but if you're having trouble with it, it's there for you. But pretty much now what we need to do, like I said earlier, we need to move this over there and that over there, as well as this right here, the hangers. The main thing to remember, from what I was told, I also told it didn't matter, but I'm not going by that. But pretty much you want to make sure you put this driver's side on the driver's side and put the passenger side on the passenger side. But these same things, well, you can't mix them up because they're oriented a certain way. Got that one transferred over. Working on this one. The main thing, you just want to make sure that this top spring bar, make sure that lines up in the hole. Obviously, if it's not, then it's not going to work. So it should look something like that. If you can see up in there, you see that bar is going through on both sides. So now I just gotta tighten it down and it'll be good. All right, man. So like I said, the position of these clamps are important, and they give you a good depiction of it in the instructions. But pretty much all it is just making sure that these clamps, that the bottom of them are 90 degrees to the slit or the cut in it. And pretty much what you're going to do now is put in your X pipe, then put in the following, and on each connection, make sure that you have a clamp over top of the expanded end. If that makes sense, the part that has the cuts, that's where the clamp go. So it's going to be a clamp here. It's going to be a clamp on this pipe, that side as well as on the end of this one. As you see, like I said, it got the slits in it. It's going to be a clamp as well on those pieces. So this piece with this actuator and the valve, that's not going to receive no clamps on it. Also to note as well, but this should be self-explanatory also, but make sure that that the bolts on the clamps are facing towards the outside of the car. Don't have them flip the other way, so when you put it on, the bolt should be looking at you. Also, real quick, you're supposed to put some anti-seize on the screws. All right, so like I said, this ain't really an in-depth how-to video, but I am finna go ahead and just slap this up in here. I got all my clamps in place and finna put my pipes in order. Then I'll catch y'all when everything hooked up. All right, YouTube, man, I'm finna go ahead and start this thing up for the first time after me putting the new system on. Let's see what it's talking about. Just like that, we are finished installing this system. Part one. And I say that because later down the road, I will be installing some headers and stuff on there later down the road. The reason I say later, simply because I'm not trying to avoid any warranties on this car. One thing I did ask, probably like the first thing I asked my salesperson, if I install a catback system, would that void my warranty? And he said no, everything will be fine. I know they can be very finicky about things you add that can void your warranty, and I'm not trying to go through all that. That also applies to me tuning this car, so that's also another reason I'm not going to be doing too much right now, simply because a lot of people don't realize that when you start adding stuff to the car, it's not going to work to your advantage how you think it will. So simply because you need to get your car tuned. And like I said, I'm not trying to avoid any of my warranties. And I know for a fact, tuning that car, because you got to unlock your PCU or ECU, whichever one it is, but you got to unlock that, and that automatically right there for your warranty. But anyways, man, y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Y'all hit that like button for me. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.